On this weekend, when we salute fathers everywhere, we have a story about a New Jersey dad who has spent more than 30 years building artificial legs and feet for people who lost them to accident or disease. Mary Murphy introduces us to Tom Valenti and his grateful clients.
She was born with a missing lower leg and a missing hand.
A 2-year-old toddler at a Chinese orphanage running on her knees to get around, even to hop up and down. A 62-year-old Vietnam vet who lost his right leg to a landmine in 1967.
The nerves were blown out.
A New Jersey college student diagnosed with cancer in her left thigh at 17.
There was no way I wasn't going to just stay home and just be a vegetable.
All of them seeking relief and mobility from a guy in Cliffside Park, New Jersey, who calls himself an American limb builder.
I'm basically a mechanic by trade.
What makes a good prosthetic leg? What material works
Comfort.
well? Comfort?
Comfort is the #1 issue because, like in anything else, if you're not comfortable, you're not going to use it.
In the interest of full disclosure, we should tell you that the owner of Ortho Remedy, Tom Valenti, worked all through high school and college in the auto body business before switching his specialty to the human body.
My uncle was studying rehab medicine at the time and told me about this field. Some of the technology is just mind-boggling.
I think you're going to love it.
Valenti met tiny Ruth Foster with her adoptive parents shortly after they made the 7,000-mile trip from China 2 years ago.
Now, you got to make your knees straight for me, okay?
Straighten it out as much as you can.
Flex, baby. Flex.
Now flex.
Oh, good.
Good girl.
Ruth's parents sought Valenti's help after another company told them it would take a month to give the little girl an artificial leg.
Ortho Remedy was willing to do it in a whole week.
You're going to be able to run with your sister.
They basically dedicated a whole week just to her. By, I think, Wednesday or Thursday of the week, she was walking.
Here she comes.
You got it. You got it.
One at a time.
On the leg first. Baby steps.
And pretty soon, Ruth was doing a whole lot more with these home videos to prove it.
I did the bounce out. I said go.
Ruth, now 4, even does ballet moves with older sister Kirsten. The family visiting Ortho Remedy as Ruth grows and needs adjustments on her prosthesis. Do you have a name for the leg?
A butterfly leg.
A butterfly leg? That's cool. Does it have butterflies on it?
That's just the way they made it.
Right now we have a piece of material in the oven.
Valenti's 12,000 square foot lab features artificial limbs from generations past. He prides himself on the flexibility of his modern devices made from materials like plastics and titanium.
You and your leg today become almost one.
When John Foley lost his right leg nearly 44 years ago as a teen soldier, the original prosthesis felt like a cement cast, he says, with a strap.
The new technology today is a lock mechanism that when you actually put your stump in, it locks it in.
In 35 years, Valenti has also witnessed surgical advances that do amazing things with the body.
Jessica was suffering from cancer in the left femur, just above the knee. The foot was still in good condition.
So doctors performed a rotation plasty on Jessica Martinez, attaching her lower leg to her thigh. Brace yourself for this image.
You have a foot that's upside down.
And that's her new knee.
That's her new knee.
I was like, there's no way. I was 17 years old. I was worried about my looks. I wasn't really, I was like, there's no way I can do that.
But Jessica did it, and her boyfriend stuck by her. We met the nursing student as she was ordering a foam cover for her prosthesis. She credits Valenti with making a device that helps her walk better.
He gave me a totally different one than what I had before. The one before, I was limping a lot, my hips, everything. I was always hurting, my back.
Valenti will tell you not everyone wants to cosmetically conceal their prosthesis. 43-year-old Bob Brooks wears his $50,000 bionic limb like a badge of honor. 30 years after cancer surgeries warped his right leg. Yours looks like a machine almost.
Yeah, well, that's the in fashion now.
I would say only about 40% of the patients require a cosmetic cover. 60% of them would rather show off the technology at this point. Thank God. I mean,
so they're not hiding it anymore.
No.
Valenti's team traveled to Haiti after the devastating earthquake there to help amputees like 24-year-old Jean-Louis, a medical student who lost his right arm as he tried to pull his professor out of their collapsing classroom.
Okay, let's go.
But most of the time, Valenti is dedicated to making life a little bit easier for the 500 amputees that he treats here every year. Longtime client Susan Lehner, who lost her foot in a car accident when she was just 19, wants Valenti to cut her prosthesis so it doesn't peek over her boots. She jokes about needing a new foot soon.
I am so bad.
You've worn your foot out.
I want it all out.
Valenti has plenty of samples Lehner can choose from and a grateful group of patients.
I called Tom, and as soon as I called him, he's like, okay, just come by, and everything's done. He fixed the problem.
That was Mary Murphy reporting that wonderful story. What terrific attitudes those people have. Coming up,